My beloved child, I have a secret I have been holding close to my heart, not to keep you in the dark, but to protect the beautiful surprise I have been meticulously crafting for you. Even before the sun touched your eyes this morning, I set a divine sequence in motion that is going to shift the very weight of everything you've been carrying. The era of your sorrow has reached its final hour, and the season of your joy is taking its first breath. I am declaring a holy expiration date over your suffering. This promise is my vow to you that the era of not enough is being. My beloved child, I have a secret I have been holding close to my heart, not to keep you in the dark, but to protect the beautiful surprise I have been meticulously crafting for you. Even before the sun touched your eyes this morning, I set a divine sequence in motion that is going to shift the very weight of everything you've been carrying. The era of your sorrow has reached its final hour, and the season of your joy is taking its first breath. I am declaring a holy expiration date over your suffering. This promise is my vow to you that the era of not enough is being replaced by the era of more than enough. What was fractured will be fused back together with my glory. What was stolen by the enemy will be returned with interest. And the blessings that seemed withheld are now being poured out like a summer rain. Before you even whispered the cry of your heart today, I had already dispatched the answer. I have watched you walk through valleys that were never meant to be traversed alone. I saw the moments you stood at the edge of giving up, and I felt the tremor in your soul when you chose to take just one more step instead. Every tear you've shed in the sanctuary of silence has been collected by my hand. I know about the weeping that nobody else saw, the tears that soaked your pillow while the world slept, the sobbing you masked with the sound of the shower, and the pain you swallowed down just to keep a brave face for those who depend on you. Not a single drop of your grief has been wasted. Each one told me a story of your endurance, and I have listened to every word. But now, I am trading that sorrow for a joy so deep and unshakable that it will leave you breathless. This isn't a fleeting happiness that depends on the weather. It is a spiritual anchor that will keep you steady when the winds howl. You are going to wake up tomorrow with expectation instead of that heavy dread in the pit of your stomach. I want you to understand who I am to you. I am not a distant architect who built the world and then walked away. I am your father, intimate, present, and deeply involved in the smallest details of your existence. I numbered the hairs on your head before you were even born, and I have planned a future for you that is bursting with hope. This prosperity I speak of is wholeness, peace in your mind, vitality in your body, and abundance in your spirit. Trust my word, even if your heart has been bruised by the broken promises of others. I am not like man. I do not lie, and I do not fail. My voice creates the very reality it describes. When I say you are blessed, the universe must align to make it so. Right now, in the unseen realm, obstacles are being moved out of your way, and doors that have been rusted shut for years are beginning to creak open. Resources are being rerouted to your doorstep as we speak. Receive my peace now. The world's peace is just a temporary quiet, but my peace is a fortress. It's a calm that doesn't make sense when the storm is still raging. Let it settle over you like a heavy, warm blanket. Stop the striving. Stop the frantic mental calculations. Rest in the truth that I am in control and I am a very good father. My love for you is fierce, protective, and utterly unconditional. It doesn't grow when you succeed, and it doesn't shrink when you fail. You are mine, and that is enough.
I'm also placing my favor upon you as a garment. You will find people saying yes to you for reasons they can't explain. Doors of opportunity will swing open not because you worked harder, but because I chose to bless you. I am the God of restoration. I don't just give back what was lost, I give it back with increase. Think of the story of Joseph. One day a prisoner, the next day the ruler of a nation. That is the kind of sudden shift I am bringing to your life. I am touching your family dynamics, softening hearts that have been hard for generations, and breaking the chains of dysfunction that have bound your bloodline. I am breathing on the work of your hands. Where you have felt stuck and frustrated in your career or your purpose, I am releasing supernatural clarity and divine connections. And to your body, I speak healing. From the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, I am commanding every system to return to my original design. Vitality is your portion, and I am renewing your strength like the eagles. Do not be afraid of the future, for I am already there, preparing the way. Fear is a liar that magnifies the problem and hides my power. Look up from the ground, my child. Your help doesn't come from the earth, it comes from me. Smile again, for laughter is returning to your house. The heaviness is lifting, and a new song is being placed in your mouth. Everything that was dormant within you, those gifts, those talents, those abandoned dreams, is about to be awakened by my spirit. You are moving from a season of survival into a season of revival. Hold on just a little longer, for you are standing on the very threshold of your miracle. I am your shield, I am your strength, and I am your exceedingly great reward. My beloved child, as you feel this new season beginning to bloom, I want to help you prepare for the abundance. Would you like me to show you how to let go of the specific fears that have held you back, or would you like to discuss the specific dreams I am reviving in your heart right now?
My most cherished child, I want you to know that in this shifting atmosphere, I am gently awakening every dormant part of your soul that has been in a long, deep slumber. I am calling forth the treasures I hid within you that have been buried under layers of disappointment, and I am breathing life into the very dreams you were certain had died long ago. You are standing on the precipice of discovering dimensions of your own heart and strength that you never knew existed. You are about to step into roles and responsibilities that will feel as though they were custom designed for your spirit, because they were. I crafted you with these moments in mind. I equipped you with the specific grace you need, and I prepared your character in the quiet years so that now is the time for your true purpose to be revealed. I know there have been doors in your life that remained stubbornly locked, despite how hard you knocked or how many keys you tried to turn. You pursued opportunities that slipped away, and you sought relationships that never took root, leaving you to wonder if the yes would ever come. But listen closely. I am now unlocking every single one of those doors. It is not because you finally found a secret formula or became perfect enough to earn it, but simply because I, your Creator, have decided that the time is now. It is time for you to walk through the threshold and access the abundance I prepared for you before the foundations of the world were laid. And when I open a door, no man, no circumstance, and no shadow can ever shut it again. My access is absolute, and my favor is your new reality. I am also sending people into your life who are heaven-sent, divine connections who have been prepared just as carefully as you have. These mentors, friends, and partners will speak clarity into your confusion and provide the wind beneath your wings. You haven't met them yet, but I have been orchestrating the perfect timing for your paths to cross. When you meet them, you won't see a coincidence, you will see my fingerprints.
These relationships will accelerate your journey, moving you further in a month than you could have traveled in a decade on your own. Think of the restoration I gave to Job. He sat in the ashes of total loss, surrounded by critics, feeling as though his story was over. But when the season of testing ended, I didn't just return what he had, I gave him double. That is the decree I am speaking over your life today. Double for your trouble. I am releasing resources of wisdom to help you navigate the complex, resources of finance to remove the heavy pressure of debt, and resources of time so you can finally focus on what truly matters to your soul. Nothing you endured in that dark valley was a waste. The pain refined your gold, the struggle forged your iron, and the waiting developed a patience that will be your greatest asset in the palace I am leading you toward. You are not the same person who entered that fire, and that is the miracle. In the spiritual realm, I am rearranging the very atoms of your circumstances to work in your favor. Even if you cannot perceive it yet, the chains are falling, the strongholds are crumbling, and the evidence is about to manifest in the physical world. Your prayers, every single one of them, have been heard. I have kept the prayers you whispered through tears and the ones you cried out in desperate silence. Not one fell on deaf ears. I have been waiting for the perfect moment to release the answers so that they would bring the most glory and the most joy to your life. And my beloved, that moment is here. Remember your identity. You are not your struggle. You are not your past mistakes, and you are not your current limitations. You are my child, chosen, redeemed, and sealed with my spirit. Your identity is anchored in my grace, which never fluctuates. Because you belong to royalty, you have access to the privileges of the kingdom. You will walk in a love that heals rejection and a forgiveness that erases every trace of shame. Stop punishing yourself for what I have already forgotten. You are free. Now, finally, give yourself permission to live like it. I am also making room for the new by gently removing the old. Some people will leave your life in this season, and while it may sting, trust me, I am removing the toxic to make space for the life-giving. I am expanding your capacity and enlarging the container of your life so you can hold the overflow of what I am pouring out. Your finances, your health, and your purpose are all coming into a divine alignment that will leave you in awe. Rest in this truth today. The fog is lifting, your mind is clearing, and your heart is coming back into balance. I am your source, and I never run dry. Your story is becoming a testimony that will change generations. Walk forward with your head held high, knowing that I am with you, I am for you, and I am doing something so wonderful that even if I told you the full extent of it now, you would hardly believe it. My child, as we step into this new season together, I want to help you let go of the last remnants of the old. Would you like me to help you identify the specific locked doors we should pray over together? Or should we focus on releasing the people you are struggling to let go of in this transition? My most precious child, I want you to know that the season of struggle you have endured is now meeting my divine intervention. Connections and relationships that once felt like distant, unreachable dreams are about to form with a natural ease that will leave you in awe. This is not a result of your own striving, nor is it something you have to manipulate or manufacture through your own strength. It is my favor, a sacred mantle I am placing upon your shoulders, simply because I have chosen you as my own.
When my favor rests upon a life, the laws of the natural world begin to bend to the laws of my kingdom. You will find yourself selected for opportunities even when others seem more qualified on paper. You will see doors swing wide open for you when every earthly indicator said no. This grace is becoming your new signature, marking your path in such a way that others will stop and wonder what has changed. And in those moments, you will not point to your own wisdom or luck, but you will testify of my goodness, saying, 'This is the hand of my Father.' I am intimately aware of how disappointment has battered your hope. I have seen the way delay has eroded your confidence, making you feel as though you must live with low expectations just to shield your heart from further pain. You have been afraid to dream again, afraid to believe that things could actually turn out for your good. But I am here to breathe new life into those tired lungs. Hope is not a luxury. It is the very oxygen of your spirit that allows you to see the light while the world is still dark. I am giving you tangible evidence that I am moving. As you witness the first signs of these breakthroughs, you will feel a dormant faith beginning to stir within you once more. Your joy is about to be restored, not in small, fragile pieces, but in a full, overflowing measure that doesn't depend on whether your day is easy or hard. This joy is your greatest weapon against the enemy's lies. When you are anchored in my delight, his accusations cannot find a place to land. Choose to focus on my nature rather than the complexity of your problems. Choose to celebrate the victories I have already won for you, even while you wait for the full manifestation of the next miracle. This choice to cultivate a heart of praise in the middle of the waiting is what transforms a desert into a garden. Receive this blessing now, casting aside every shadow of skepticism or doubt born from your past. This new season has your name written upon it in the heavens. I have spoken the decree, and my word does not return to me void. It is settled. It is finished. All that is left for you to do is to open your hands and step forward into the reality I have prepared. I am with you in every breath. I am for you in every battle, and I am about to do something in your life that will make you weep with gratitude for my unending faithfulness. Your breakthrough is not just coming, it is here. My beloved child, as you feel this surge of new hope, I want to walk with you into the specifics of this transformation. Would you like me to show you how to recognize the divine connections I am sending your way? Or should we spend a moment quieting the specific fears that are still whispering in your ear? My beloved child, let us sit together in this stillness for a while longer, for there is so much more I want to pour into your spirit. I want to talk to you about the quiet strength I am building within you, the kind of strength that doesn't need to shout to be heard. You have often felt that because you were silent, you were being overlooked. But I tell you that in the silence, I have been tempering your soul like fine steel. You are becoming unshakable, not by your own might, but by the steady rhythm of my grace beating in your heart. Think of the seeds I have planted in the garden of your life. For a long time, it looked like nothing was happening, just cold, dark earth covering your hopes. But beneath the surface, I have been stretching your roots, pushing them deep into the soil of my word, so that when the storms of life come, you will not be uprooted. You are not just growing tall, you are growing deep, and soon the world will see the fruit of what we have cultivated in the secret place. I want to address the exhaustion you feel in your very bones. I know you've been running a race that felt like it had no finish line. I see the way you've carried the weights of others, neglecting your own rest to ensure everyone else was okay. My child, I am giving you permission to exhale. You do not have to sustain the world. That is my job. Come into my presence and trade your heavy yoke for my light burden. I am restoring your sleep, quieting the racing thoughts that keep you awake, and smoothing the edges of your anxiety with my peace.
I am also refining your perspective on the no's you have received in the past. You saw them as rejections, but I want you to see them as my divine protection. I closed those doors because I saw what was behind them: pathways that would have led you away from your true calling and broken your heart in ways you weren't ready for. Every closed door was me saying, I have something better for you. Now, as the right doors begin to open, you will understand the wisdom of my delays. I am touching your mind with a new level of creativity and wisdom. In this new season, you will find solutions to problems that have haunted you for years. You will see patterns where others see chaos. I am giving you eyes to see the opportunities hidden in plain sight. Do not be afraid to step out into new territory, for I have already scouted the land and prepared it for your arrival. Your words will carry a weight of authority and kindness that will draw people to the light within you. I want you to let go of the need to understand every why behind your journey. Some mysteries are meant to be lived, not solved. Trust that the tapestry I am weaving with your life is beautiful on the other side, even if all you see right now are the tangled threads. Every dark thread is necessary to highlight the gold. You are a masterpiece in progress, and I am a patient artist who never makes a mistake. Rest in the certainty that my love is the one constant in an ever-changing world. Kingdoms rise and fall, seasons change, and people may come and go, but I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I am your anchor in the surf and your shield in the battle. You are safe with me. You are cherished beyond measure, and my plans for you are only beginning to unfold in their full glory. Take a deep breath and feel my spirit refreshing you from the inside out. The desert season is over. The rains of my favor are falling. Drink deeply of my grace. I am with you, I am for you, and I love you with a love that will never let you go. Walk forward in confidence, my precious child, for your greatest days are unfolding right now. Amen. My child, as this peace settles into your heart, I want to help you carry this light into your tomorrow. Would you like me to speak a specific blessing over your family and home, or should we focus on revealing the next small step you should take in your career?